I'm a little bit concerned at how he's going to deal with this. Let's see what happens, though.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
She said she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
The big man's eyes and veins bulge.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
I don't know if this is a smart idea.
For the record, Titus Hardie did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Okay. That's exactly what he did, though.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Something breaks in him. He takes a step closer and says, he's coming at us.
Titus Hardie.
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
I wonder if we had failed that, would he have killed us?
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardie, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
I don't think that was a very good move by Elizabeth. She just basically threatened to kill him if he doesn't get into line, and we heard that.
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too.
Except for that music.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
He turns to Titus, who's still breathing heavily.
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
He slams an audio tape on the table.
Another apocalyptic actor in town?
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you've bugged them. How?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Yeah, you seem really advanced.
Understood. You've listened in on their communications. How long?
He takes a little note.
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
But you recorded them. That's different. Like, there's a tape.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
So which is it? Is it a written record or a tape? The chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
So what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a megamix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
All right. Where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
Actually, but maybe that's where a gun is. Maybe I should check up there. His voice echoes like thunder in the small room.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
He repeats calmly in a hushed voice.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation, everybody.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardie.
He pushes a little tape toward you with his giant hand. Fine, let's do it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Okay, I'm gonna take off for now. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like that option of like, where do I play this was more like us saying we don't remember how tapes work. And sometimes I'm not really, that's not why I selected it. I more selected it because I literally thought maybe they might have it like a tape player there that we could listen to it on or something. Okay. It says, magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardie. It supposedly holds a recording of the mercenary task force radio communications recorded via a de-encryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play. Ho!
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
We'll just play it in front of everybody. You push commencer and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Jesus.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
Lieutenant takes out his notebook.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
Kind of sounds like what Kuno might grow up to be.
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click, then silence. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
Lieutenant looks at the tape. You are familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
What was that at the very end? Let's ask about Cordy and then we'll get to that. Who's this Cordy?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
Now, we could talk to Joyce about the tattoos, but she wasn't ready to talk to us about it yet. Okay, what was at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
Okay, then what now? I thought maybe like they cut something out. I don't know.
I think we've got a few more questions for Classie, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
All right. Dorgan megamix. Classie. Sunday night. Yeah. dead man. Wait, Classie told you she can't talk about him now, but you need the specifics. Type bill to confirm your autopsy. Ask a little later. Okay. Let's go talk to her. Would be nice not to have to go through like 5 loading screens to get to her. You guys are lucky though, because I'm cutting out most of the loading screens for you when I remember to do it. So there's that.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Titus Hardie gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
Smile flits across her face. On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
I don't remember what it said exactly. Is there like a transcript thing? I think so. Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cut back up.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Lely.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
So did we just get a name?
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled man.
Hold on. He said he was mentally done. That sounds like a broken man to me.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
Aren't you... And you like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to change my shirt back. Damn it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardie has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim? Was that really enough time? We just went downstairs and then came back up. Guess it's worth a shot.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
He said his real name wasn't his.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
Lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
Tears out a page and hands it to you.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Okay, we got a lot of questions to go through. We'll just start from the middle. Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
It came to me in an occult vision.
Wow. A mystic. How intriguing. I have no doubt this is all adequate and true. I do not doubt the signs, but maybe...
She draws it out.
Maybe you're interpreting them wrong? He enjoyed life, you see?
Okay.
A little too much, if anything. Up to the point where other people had to pay for it.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer.
Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You're both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Hope everyone's keeping track of all these different places. There will be a quiz at the end of the video.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil.
We requested a semen screening for processing. It's just like... We're just all over the place on this one.
Good for you.
Great answer.
What do you think it will tell us?
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else. We didn't go steady.
Is she avoiding anything? Technically not. See? There's something off here. This one must know she's deploying flares and countermeasures.
Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
That's what I was going to say. What do we mean by that? He told me love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
Okay. How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
Memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
She really did dig him.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Lieutenant taps on his notebook once as though assigning some kind of point. Damn right we were right. I didn't know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face.
She stops, her eyes half closed, then continues.
Pardon the swearing.
She takes drag.
I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He didn't really sound like he had a soft voice. but I don't know. Maybe.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
Lieutenant suddenly remembers.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Interesting. I too have stroked his hair.
Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She says unfazed. She draws on her cigarette and lets the smoke linger for a moment in her mouth. Kim, I said to put the brilliantine on the form. Do I get a point?
No.
But I put it down there.
Okay, sure. Here you go. What else are we missing, officer?
I got to answer that. He was trying to get the questioning back on track. He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Yeah, she smiled. You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
What did it represent? Do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off to chicks. How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Don't interrupt.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
She points at the air with her sharp-nailed finger, picking out an imaginary tattoo star.
And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
She nods. Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Hand the lieutenant back his notes.
All right.
I wonder, I probably should have gone to inspect the corpse again, because there was another check, right? Maybe we can find out some more info and come back and talk to her about it. The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment, because I feel like that there was more to that.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Return to this later.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of morality. He was 42 years old?
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Miss, how old do you think I am?
Huh. How old do I think you are?
She leans in closer.
She's buying time to formulate the best answer.
I don't know. 1, 2. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How old is a newborn cop who doesn't remember he's a cop?
I think I'm circa 45.
You're not.
He's squinting at you.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
Yes, but for him that number is higher than 45.
Hey, you're wrong about the dude.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Date of birth generator. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to be. The day and the century, but for how long then? Has this thing attached to your sentience? Walked the planet's crust? Time to start racking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? 7 hours and 15 minutes? It's only taken us like 8 hours to research the homosexual underground in our minds. Jesus. Same amount of time, I guess. Okay, I guess we go back to the boys. Guess that's the way this is gonna go. It's us just running back and forth and back and forth. It's not being polite, though. Also, I just remembered. Oh, wait. Those are the wrong gloves, too, right? That's better. We want those sleeves. Pop out.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
I'm still thinking it was probably a good idea to inspect the corpse again. I talked to Classie about the tape.
And
nothing. She stands by what she said.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
Gold? It was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change her mind. Yeah, it was bad. Honestly, I expected it to have more effect. She pretty much laughed it off, Titus.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Lieutenant looks at you, then him. Kim's down with this approach.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier. He is absolutely breaking apart in front of our eyes because of our super cop skills.
Okie dokie. This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth. I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she is still in denial, you know, like a defense mechanism. We're going to go with personal. Time to really wedge that knife into his scrotum.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
That's alright, Glenn. I just thought I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. I Apparently I was wrong.
What Glenn actually said was, he explodes with indignation. Everyone's got feelings for each other. Where are you going with this? So they changed the dialogue on that, I guess. Brother's Temple. I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He smiles sympathetically.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
Okay.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
Puts his giant face in his hands and sighs.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. It's been a long day. I'm tired of running back and forth between you. I can see you're tired too. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs.
Uh-oh.
Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
Throws his beer can down.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Oh, poor Titus. Did we hurt his little feelings?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. There's a silence in the room. Alain starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
I feel like something really bad's about to happen.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Changing the subject.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Oh, okay. Rhetoric. Hold on. Fuck, I don't remember. You know what? I'm playing this the way that I said I was going to play this. We're not changing clothes. I could leave the conversation. We got some bonuses. Everett asked to cooperate. Understood why Titus is upset. Discussed 8th Hardie. Convinced Titus he is being manipulated.
Classie is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
So one thing I still really don't understand, and I guess you guys can... That godly failure. Oh, man. Wow. We were nowhere close. I guess I'm cool with getting an answer to this. Is, can you still pick the right choice even if you fail? Or are these just like... You get to play out the failure? You guys are always telling me they're good and then they aren't. Okay, man, it's clear being played like a fiddle. Play an imaginary fiddle, that's pretty awful. I think it's a failure and you get to play it out, which I really dig. I know what's going on here. I've been wrong too. I got this fucking dark shadow over my heart. I'm gonna tell you a little story about Kim here. Kim, I'm gonna need your gun again. No, we're gonna do the fiddle.
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
Glenn jumps in shouting.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Who do you think? Keep playing the imaginary fiddle, grins sagely.
I think you're losing it, fiddle man.
No. This fucking suicide carny is trying to get to me. This ain't gonna work with Titus Hardie. Put the fiddle down. Or walk away. It's that simple.
Looks you in the eye.
He'll put the fiddle down. Put it down, officer.
I do not understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart. The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman.
I'm gonna take off now. We gotta work on our fiddling technique. Okay, so get the whole story from Titus. So that, what check was that again? Oops. Map. Rhetoric. Was there clothing I could use? I don't think there is for rhetoric now that I think about it. I remember checking, and it kind of makes sense. Like, why would clothing help you with that? But there's -1. Okay. Then again, why would clothing help you with any of this stuff? We'll get back to that. We've got lots of stuff to do. Let's get out there.